Hello my friends, I hope you are well. Today we will continue our tour on the western side of the city of Luxor. Our stop today will be in the Valley of the Kings, one of the greatest royal tombs there. If you want to visit the Republic of Egypt there, you can book a trip from here. All you have to do is enter this application. Book the trip and they will do everything. Your trip will be good. I will leave you a link to their page below the video. Before we start our first episode of our program, we ask our friends to support us in the channel so that we can continue publishing our content. We ask you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button. The more subscribers we have, the more our gold will be in the governorates of Egypt.
Mahmoud, my driver, he is a really good driver and has solved every problem for us. And I'm so happy the trip stayed in Luxor. So everyone, welcome to Luxor. It is a really nice city. Thank you.
Valley of the Kings, also known as the Valley of the Biban Kings, is a valley in Egypt that was used over a period of 500 years during the period between the 16th and 11th centuries BC to construct tombs for the pharaohs and nobles of the New Kingdom, extending during the 18th dynasty until the 20th dynasty in ancient Egypt. The valley is located on the west bank of the Nile facing Thebes, currently Luxor, in the heart of the ancient funerary city of Thebes. The Valley of the Kings is divided into two valleys, the Eastern Valley, where most of the royal tombs are located, and the Western Valley.
Look how many side rooms. Those for like kids of Ramses and their stuff opposite. So those rooms were like storerooms. That's why they damned one of the Egyptian army. I call this tomb Sisi. Yeah, the story of this guy, of this pharaoh, like the story of our president. Is so proud with our president Sisi. So when you talk about right now,
The tombs were usually designed in the form of a long descending corridor dug into the rocks, penetrating one or more halls, similar to the journey of the sun god towards the underworld and ending at the burial chamber. In the beginning, these passages rotated at a rate of 90 degrees at least once. During their journey towards the burial chamber, like a tomb. Tomb 43 of Thutmose IV. The burial chamber was also cartridge-shaped, especially in the more ancient tombs and the first tombs that were built in the Valley of the Kings. This can also be seen inside the tomb of Thutmose IV. This design was known in the construction of tombs as the arched axis system, and after the completion of the burial of the mummy, the upper part of the corridor leading to the art chamber was filled with rubble, and then the tomb door was hidden under the sand. At the end of the Amarna era, the arched axis system in tomb design began to be abandoned, and engineers began to gradually design more straight tombs, relying on the jogging axis system. In the central part of the cemetery, tomb 57 of Horemheb is an ideal model of this design and is one of the tombs whose doors are sometimes open to visitors. They adopted the straight axis system in constructing the tombs of the late kings of the 19th dynasty and the kings of the 20th dynasty, as is the situation in the two tombs, Tomb 11 and Tomb 6, of Ramesses III and Ramesses IX, respectively. As the axis of the tomb straightened, the angle of inclination of the passages in it decreased until this inclination completely disappeared in the tombs of the kings of the 20th dynasty. The wells dug inside are also among the distinctive features of the tombs of that region, and the goal behind this was to reduce the amount of flood water that reaches the bottom of the burial chamber, and then a magical religious color was added to these wells, as they were considered wells that swallow the souls of thieves and those who tamper with the graves of kings, and from which the soul of the deceased also attaches itself to his body, even though this well was not dug inside some of the family's tombs. However, the room in which it was customary to dig the well remained in those graves. Cemetery 3, known internationally as KV3, is located in the eastern valley of the Valley of the Kings in Egypt. It is the tomb of one of the sons of the Egyptian pharaoh Ramesses III, whose identity has not been determined conclusively yet, in the early 20th dynasty. The straight-axis design was followed in the construction of the tomb. This is the typical design used in the construction of 20th dynasty tombs. A sherd was found inside the tomb, now preserved in the Egyptian Museum in Berlin under number P.10663, dating back to the 28th year of the reign of Ramesses III, engraved in hieratic 1. He ordered the construction of the tomb of Prince Ibn His Majesty. The non-completion of the construction of 2 rooms inside the tomb, in addition to the few archaeological evidence found inside the tomb, indicates that it was not used at all, at least by this prince for whom it was dedicated, who is likely to be Ramesses IV, II, and who built his own tomb, Cemetery 2, after his accession to the throne of Egypt. It is worth noting that this tomb is one of the few princes' tombs decorated with wall inscriptions in the Valley of the Kings. I want to remind you to support us on this channel so that we can continue to like and share the video. Thank you and wait for us in the next episode. I wish you a happy day.